morning, everyone. I'm going to show you something that you will all enjoy. To all my vegan friends and my not so vegan friends, I'm going to show you how to make French toast without using egg. Right here, I took half a banana. Mine are frozen. They were going ripe so fast that I just took them and I put them all in the freezer. So I took about half a banana and I just microwaved it. And if you don't want to use a microwave, you could just leave it out and then just mash it up. And you're going to use this inside your mixture. So here we go. We've got half a banana. And this is really, really simple and delicious. Okay, so we're going to need 1 tablespoon of milled flax. I'm going to use the golden, so it's not going to be as dark as if you're going to use the brown flax. I'm going to use 1 tablespoon. Now we're going to use tapioca. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of tapioca. And why are you using tapioca? Well, I'll tell you why. What does tapioca do? It makes everything gooey. And if you notice an egg, when you beat an egg, it's just got that stringy texture to it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch. And I've made this 2 different ways. I've made it without the chickpea flour, and it was good. And then I made it with the chickpea flour, and it just seemed a little better for me. So I'm adding a tablespoon of chickpea flour. Now this is going to be a small recipe, so if you're going to make it for a big family, you're going to have to really alter this up yourself. You're going to either double or triple the batch. But this is going to be enough for my daughter, and whatever's left over, my husband's going to indulge on it for sure. And now I'm going to get some regular flour, and I'll tell you why. If you don't use regular flour, it's going to be a goopy mess, and you're not even going to be able to cook this in your pan. I mean, you could, but you're just going to have soggy bread. So I'm going to go get the flour, and you're going to see what a difference this makes. Here we go. We're going to use 1 tablespoon of flour. My beautiful coconut oil that's already liquefied for me because I keep it next to my stove and it's always on, so it's just easier because everything is liquefied for me. So I'm going to put 1 and about a half of coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, and this isn't cold pressed coconut oil, this is refined coconut oil that you use for cooking, so you don't have the taste of coconut. But I bet if you want to use the cold press, I'm sure that it's going to be just as delicious. It's just going to add a little bit of coconut flavor to your mixture. Okay, so where are we? I wrote my recipe down so I don't mess it up. Here we go. We're going to put a little bit of cinnamon. We're going to put some cinnamon, some vanilla, and this is really, really quick and so delicious. Honestly, when you try this, you're going to freak out how good it is. There we go. And we're going to add just a little bit of salt, just a pinch of salt. All right, so now we're going to need some coconut milk. You can use soy milk, but it might give you that soy flavor. So I would say, sorry, not coconut, almond milk. I'm going to use almond milk, but you could probably use some coconut milk if you don't have any almond. Soy, I'm sure you can use soy also, but I prefer the almonds, so that's what I'm going to use. There we go. And we're going to use a half a cup. And look at that. Wow. Talk about draining the, excuse the expression, draining the cow. Here we go. Half a cup of beautiful almond. I get this at Provigo. It used to be Loblaws, and it's just the simple biological almond milk, and it's so, so good. Okay, that's one of our favorite milks. Here we go. Now, if you want this a little more yellow, what you could do is put just a little pinch of turmeric if you want to give it that yellow color, but you really don't need it. It's just going to be beautiful. Once you put this in the pan with the bread, it's just going to give it a nice golden color. And when I tell you this is delicious, this is delicious. You could even add a little bit of sugar if you want, but I'm going to leave that out because we're going to put maple on top of it, and that's going to be our sugar. Now, I'm trying not to drag too long with this video because I'm working on one of my burger videos. the sausage, the oat sausage recipe I have. I altered that one up and add some extra stuff, and I made one of the most delicious burgers ever. So I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Now, if you find this is just a little too thick, you could either add a little extra water to this, or you could just leave it as thick as this. I'm just going to put just a drop. There we go. About a tablespoon of water. And like I said, you don't have to, but play it by ear. Check out your batter. And yeah, if it's too thick, just add a little extra milk or water. And if it's too watery, just put a little bit of extra either banana or flour. So I'm going to get my daughter's favorite bread, and we're just going to put it to soak. Now I'm using, there we go, it's called Oven's Best Hearty Grain, and it's an artisan bread. My daughter goes crazy for this, and it's perfect because it goes into all the little holes, and it just makes it a nice French toast. Just flip it over. There we go. Give it a nice little soak. Oh, we'll shove that back in. We'll never know that one got a hole in it. Here we go. And I'm just going to put this on the burner, and then I'll put another one, and I'll show you how they look like when they're in the pan. I have mine on low. On my used stove, may I say. After so long, I finally got a new stove, a new range. Glass top, which is driving me crazy. I'm not even going to tell you where I'm going with that glass top. Don't ask me why I did that. But I bought a glass top, and all I'm doing is shining the damn thing. Oh my God, it's going to drive me to the crazy hospital. Okay, so I'm just going to put this aside, and I'm going to make my daughter hold the camera. Here we go. Yeah, medium heat, I think, is the best. I'm trying to learn how to cook on this stove because it's a complete different, it has complete different temperatures. The burner and the inside of the oven. So I'm just going to cook this up, and I'll show you how I top the French toast. Okay, guys, here we go. We're just gonna put the first one, just a small dab of. I'm using one hand. Can you hold that? Thank you. Here we go. I'm just using a little bit of vegan butter, and I'm gonna put the other one on top. Here we go. A little extra. There we go. A little extra butter on that. And I'm probably going to get some flack for this because people are going to say it's not healthy. But you know, there's people who do want to eat this type of dish. So I'm going to make it. So whoever wants it, it's there. Here we go. Some cinnamon on top. Maybe some on top. There you go. And of course, some beautiful brown, dark amber, Canadian maple. And there you go, guys. That's how easy it is to make French toast. Okay, guys, one more thing I forgot, and I forgot to mention that you can add some pink Indian salt at the end, and that just gives it that eggy taste to your French toast. Don't use the salt while you're cooking because it really kills the flavor of the egg if you're cooking it in the batter. But do put some just on top a little bit, and it just gives that, for the people that miss that egg taste or egg smell, if you put just a pinch, I mean, you don't even need it, But for the ones who like it, just put a little pinch, and it's just going to do what they like. So, sorry, I messed that out. I said, let me just tell them. And like I said, you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.